Well, it's not snowing, it's not raining, it's beautiful down here at Canal Beach. And although there are some marshmallows being toasted, John Douglas, that's not what we're talking about today, is it?
We're getting ready for our
Put those marshmallows out before we even talk.
Our fourth annual polar bear swim down here at Canal Beach, yeah.
So that is the fourth annual Peak Polar Bear Swim. This is an annual event. Okay, this is very toasty. Yeah. An annual event that is hosted, sponsored by CJV 93.3 The Peak.
That's right. The Peak has been just tremendous in helping us out organize this and promote it every year, and it gets bigger and stronger, and this year it's going to be even stronger. It's turned into quite a fundraiser for the community in support of affordable housing programs, in support of the great food programs that the Bread of Life does in the community here. So, you know, the volunteers grow and the fundraising aspects of the project grows. It's a wonderful event.
It is a wonderful event, and it does seem to get bigger and bigger every year. And of course, we talked about 93.3 The Peak. This is also a Parks and Recreation project who co-hosts this.
You know, the city of Port Alberni plays a critical role in this whole event when it started out 4 years ago. And Parks and Rec, Karen Freethy helps organize this. She has everything figured out in terms of what our assets are and how we can throw it together. Also, the Radio Club of Port Alberni does a great job in organizing the parking. So we've really got the parking down this year, so we're encouraging everybody to come on down and fill this place up.
Come on down, fill this place up. Mr. John Douglas is going to take care of this marshmallow mess. It is a mess. And I'm going to find Sandra Gentleman, who takes part in this every year. But Sandra, you don't actually swim. You do something kind of unique.
Oh, yeah. We grab our paddle boards and get on the board. PBPB, the Polar Bear Paddleboarders. So that's always a fun aspect of the...
Okay, I was going to jump in because she didn't say they're in costumes, like they are dressed up as polar bears.
That's right. Yeah, the costume is great. It's great to see all the costumes and all the people that are diving in the water, though that's really fun.
And, you know, people that haven't been down here aren't aware of the community support. How many people come down to this every year?
Oh, it's more than 500 every year. I think it's growing too. And so, yeah, they have good organizational with the parking. So that's a really good aspect. And, you know, like the way they time to go in the water, it works out well. So it's a great, fun event. And there's a warming tent, and there's lots of community support with the firefighters and the paramedics. So it's a great event to start the new year.
It takes a lot of volunteers to put this event on. Some of them in the water, some of them on dry land. Some of them, like Mr. Curtis Corver, are going to be inside. Smart guy, you picked a volunteer place in a tent. What are you helping out this year?
I'll be helping with the Raising the Roof campaign. It's the idea is we sell toques and hats and gloves for a minimal amount, and there's two purposes in that. One is that it's fundraising. It's fundraising for local shelters and fundraising for a national organization that helps to lobby and raise awareness in government and perhaps put together millions for affordable housing. And the other thing is we just promote awareness. We remind people that there are a lot of people in our town without a lot of money in shelter.
Okay, you mentioned two good reasons to be doing it. Number three, you're out here, you just gotten out of the cold water, they need hats. Come on, Curtis.
Exactly. And that's part of the reason why I'm in the tent, so I don't have to go in the water.
The C Group has agreed to pay a toonie for everybody who goes in the water. So if 400 people go in the water, then we raise $800 for affordable housing. And of course, this is a free thing, and totally in jest. But if you can, and you're not coming in the water, come down, bring a toonie, and throw a toonie in the bin for affordable housing. We really appreciate that too.
I think that's a wonderful idea. Your marshmallow skills aren't getting any better.
It's coming along. It's coming along.
I know your memory
is a little bit of white left there.
There's a little. Your work here is not yet done, John. We know this event is coming up on January 1st. What time is the swim? What time should people be here?
You know, we've knocked it back to 1 in the afternoon because, as everybody knows, on New Year's Day it's a lot warmer at 1 o'clock than it is at 12, which it was last year and the previous year. So we have music down here. We're going to have Kiwanis is coming down, and they're going to provide all the food, and all the proceeds that Kiwanis collects is going to go to a project here at the beach, which is another bonus, eh? So everybody wins. And there's one misconception we should clear up too, which is that really it's a lot warmer in there than it is out here. So it just makes common sense. Come on down here and warm up, because that's what it's all about. You warm up with the community.